Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Choctaw trip. This trip, we're going through the Carolinas and Georgia very briefly and down to the West Florida Panhandle. And from there, maybe a little bit of Alabama. And I'm just going to make this video like that entire trip. So to start off with, we are here in Charlotte tonight. It is 11 p.m. or so, maybe coming up on midnight. And we're going for what? Hyphen shiner and Carolina darter. And I think some other kind of shiner. It's like a swallowtail shiner split. So let's start looking. This is the creek that we're fishing here. Kind of beautiful, a little muddy. It's got this nice bedrock stuff going on with a bunch of moss on it. Yeah, I think we found ourselves the first minnow. Okay, its head is underneath the branch. That's perfect. It's getting spooked, it's getting spooked. Gotta act fast. Oh, got it. Got it. First catch of the trip. What is it?
Thinking it's a juvenile creek chub. That's my guess on that one. Yep, juvenile creek chub. All right, let it go.
All right, second spot on the stream here. It's got a lot of little pockets of slack water in between the boulders. And we got what I believe is a red lip shiner. I got so excited seeing a little Entropis down there, but nope, something we already have. All right, found a creepy culvert thing. Not following the stream up in there. And yeah, we're just gonna call it a night now. Moving all the chickens under the cover of dark. All right, so an hour and a half later, it is 4 a.m. and we're at a Walmart parking lot in Spartansburg. And we're gonna try and get at least 4 hours of sleep here before heading on down to Columbus, Georgia. So, do that. All right, so we have survived the night. There was an alarm back there last night that kept going off every 15 minutes or so. It sounded like it was the same tone as the pacer test. Like the pacer test is a multi-stage, you know, that kind of tone. But it was cats setting off the motion sensor at the back of the store. It was like, you have activated the motion sensor in the closed area. Please leave the premises right now. But now we are gonna leave South Carolina and go to Georgia, where I think we're gonna stop at the Bass Pro Shops. Yeah, so I'll meet y'all there. There we are. Buffalo. That'd be a new species. That'd also be a new species. Spotted gar. All right, done there, and we have our haul from the store all for about $26, I think. So gotcha plugs, you can almost never find these this size, a small size. So I'm really happy I found a small one. These look kind of interesting, kind of like mumachog, striped killifish, or long-nosed killifish thing. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Sabiki rigs, of course, if there's anything small swimming around, or we need bait for bigger stuff. And then got some of these, and these larger sabikis. So I'm gonna try this for sand trout at night, because I tried that in North Carolina. It worked really well, but I had gulp. This is not gulp, but hopefully it should work just as well. I don't know. And then we are heading to Columbus, Georgia to see if the shad are around. So this is 1/16 ounce pink jig heads, and I'll match those with my, I don't know where they are right now, but they're pink and green trout magnet bodies with those jig heads. And that works really good for at least hickory shad. We'll see about these local shad here. Trying for skipjack. Ooh, that was a bite. I think that was a bite down there. Just found a bunch of dead threadfin air in here. Try for something right here. Continuing upstream. Lots of river treasure videos have been made by Jiggin and Jordan with the Almighty. And those rapids right there, right in Columbus. Actually, the Almighty lives in that corner of the building, right there. All right, so once up at the power structure, I fished a little bit, found a big old school of shad, tossed those little jigs in there, and I was thinking maybe a skipjack shad. No, they were threadfin shad, and one of them took the lure in the mouth. So it was a very colorful, quite difficult species. I didn't expect to get that easily, but I'm very stoked to have it. And then we went down to Alabama, where I looked for, I think, broad stripe shiner, and the stream was very beautiful. Extremely beautiful stream. It just didn't have any fish in it besides mosquito fish. And yeah, now we're going down to Florida. I had a reservation to camp tonight, at least I thought I did, but apparently I scheduled it for last night. So yeah, we're heading down there now to fish some boat ramps. I'm at a Taco Bell currently, and with the car shut off because they're taking forever. We got a whole line here just kind of waiting past the register thing. So yeah, eventually we'll get down there and try for a new species. All right, so I got the campground and do some fishing, and turns out it is fully booked on reservations, but it's like 9:30 at night and not a soul's in the campground. So I'm gonna just take a spot, but before that, we're just gonna head down to the stream that I think is a little bit spring fed all that way. All right, I think I see a darter over here. Oh, is it a brown darter? Oh, I spooked both of them. Oh, and they're gone. So this darter is a bit bigger and darker in color. So hopefully it'll eat. Yeah, it ate it. It ate it. Got him. He's over dry land. That's a new species. Whatever it is. Ooh. Coyotes are going off. All right, so now it smells like KFC for some reason. Like, no joke. It smells like greasy fried chicken. That is such an odd smell for the middle of nowhere. Anyways, I saw a shiner, but did not have an opportunity to get the camera on it before catching it because it would have ran. But I think it's either a iron color or coastal. It might be a weed shiner though. We're gonna take a bunch of photos. All right, so there are a bunch of least killifish around me. There's one right there. There's another right there. There's maybe a little over a dozen, but they have no interest whatsoever in the bait I'm presenting them. So yeah, I might have to try for these again in the daylight, unless I spot a really big one that's, you know, able to take or more willing to take the hook, I should say. We have made it until daylight. You know, I haven't slept out in a hammock in like 5 months. So it's fair to say that I had a pretty horrible night of sleep again. Last night I had 5 hours of sleep. And the night before that I had 5 hours of sleep. So one of these nights I'm gonna wind up getting like 12 hours of sleep and not realizing it. And then my whole day's kind of gone. But we're gonna do some exercises here and then get back down to the river. No pteranotropes yet? All right, so I've been trying at this swamp for a while now. Nothing over there at all. But I just saw some really tiny shiners down there. And we wound up catching a new species. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. Behind all the shrimp. Appalachian shiner, Pteranotropus something. This is it's absolutely tiny. I don't know how I got it with a Tanaga hook all the way from the top of the bridge over there. But this is my first, I guess, Pteranotropus of the Pteranotropus that actually looked like Pteranotropus with the big anal fin and dorsal fin and everything. And the blue on it is absolutely gorgeous. Man. And from what I believe, this is a lower Chattahoochee endemic species. So it's only found in the lower Chattahoochee River. And if you go up in the river system, you get broad stripe shiner, which is another Pteranotropus endemic to the middle Chattahoochee River, both in the coastal plain. I don't think these overlap with sailfin or the other one around here. So this should be an Appalachian shiner. We're gonna take a bunch of photos. All right, let's try that again. So yeah, if I was rushing things on this trip, I'd be like, okay, that was a new species I want. Let's get out of here and move to the next spot. Go, 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 go. But no, I'm just enjoying sitting here, enjoying the morning. Try to catch a larger one. Ooh, because that one is really small. Dude, I know they get bigger than that. All right, but before that, I want to make sure that that was an Appalachian shiner, the endemic species, and not one of the more common ones. So we're going to try and find Pteranotropus in this book here. Page 116. 116. There it is. So yeah, Appalachian shiner, that's the range right there. I meant to say the broad stripe shiner is endemic to the middle Chattahoochee, whereas the Appalachian goes into the Flint as well. But yeah, pretty small range, so that's awesome. And the only species that occur here in Pteranotropus are Appalachian shiner, red-eyed chub, and flagfin shiner. But flagfin shiner should have red on the posterior edges of the medial fins. And the one we caught did not have that. So I do believe it is the endemic Appalachia shiner. So I'd say if we go west from where we are now, we'd have a decent chance of catching a sailfin shiner. And to an extent, a flagfin shiner as well. They're a bit more abundant west of here. So yeah. All right, so update. We came down to this beautiful spring run below a couple giant streams upstream of here. And we were just catching little coastal shiners. That's all I was really finding here. And then I saw a pickerel right there. So I put this rod on the bank and then walked to grab the bait rod so I could use the minnow as bait. Came back, my rod was nowhere to be seen. But yeah, I walked back between the ramp and my car like 4 or 5 times just looking for this rod because I could not find it. Then it dawned on me, I was like, oh, I left a minnow on that rod and I left it on the bank. I was like, no way, something took it without breaking the line because it's a Tanaga hook. But anyways, I put on waders, went to the deep muck over there, and sure enough, it was a red-spotted sunfish that stole my bait and drug my rod all the way into the weeds. And I lifted him out of the water and he broke the line. Oh well, now we are on this little down cypress tree here, looking at a bunch of red horse. Honestly, there's a ton of red horse down there. There's also shoal bass too, and I want the shoal bass. Probably not going to bother with the red horse. I should have brought the GoPro down here, but we just hooked a shoal bass. He's underneath this little cypress. Yep, I'm fairly certain this is a shoal bass if we can land it. Oh yeah, maybe it's a largemouth. There's the culprit there. Can't really tell if it's a shoal bass or a largemouth bass. The 2 dorsal fins are broadly connected, which points towards shoal, and the caudal fin does not have that black bar in the terminus of it. So I'm thinking shoal. Its mouth also is fairly small for a largemouth, but I don't know. Doesn't really have the red eye. The color isn't that distinctive for a shoal. Could be a hybrid if they do that. Take some photos of the mouth and let it go. But yeah, that is a tiny mouth. I promise to never leave a fish on you and walk away with you sitting on the bank again. That was scary. This is my favorite snorkel fishing rod too, I think. It's like a fly rod, the end of a fly rod. Next spot. Got one. What is it? Okay, I think this is just red-eye chub, the white spot.
Yep, red-eye chub.
Alright, back at the springs. See if there's any cool little endemic darters in here.
Yeah. That's it.
Alright, fairly certain this isn't a lifer. I don't know exactly what species it is, either Westfall's darter or black-banded darter. The Choctaw or Choctaw-Wachitas Cambia region in lower Chattahoochee, these are labeled as either problematic or intergrades. So it's not exactly certain what species these are in this region exactly, but yeah, it's one of those two. Man, this one has a really tall first dorsal fin too, compared to the ones I have seen in other places. Amazing. To the next spot. This is the new spot here right off the highway, and the stream is actually kind of clear. So I'm really hoping that we're gonna find the flagfin shiners that were reported to be here. And when the sun goes down, we're gonna try for night stuff, which who knows what's in there. Darn, keep missing them. Hey, there's a flag upstream too. Wonder if people are doing stream sampling here. Boys, I think I just spotted a darter from far away. Please don't be a black-banded. Yep, just your standard black-banded darter or Westfall's darter, intergrade, whatever. It's like the coastal shiner of the darter world. Got some shiners in the slack water. Hopefully they aren't coastal shiners. Oh wow, looks like a coastal shiner. I don't know what to say about this place. I mean, like, this habitat is absolutely primo for darters. It's got clear water, a good amount of flow to it, not a whole lot of silt. But I mean, I don't see a single darter down there besides the black bandeds up there. So I guess we're just gonna try and find another spot. Yep, another morning. See if there's anything cool around here. Next spot. All right, look at this place. Giant live oaks, beautiful. There should be a spring down there too, so we're gonna try and check that one out. Very cool. The water is a bit high, as you can tell the table's underwater, but I think we should be able to catch a new species here with the trout magnet if we throw a jig around. Got it. Got it. Just a bluegill. Darn. All right, we just got what we wanted right down there. I do believe it is a red-spotted sunfish. Let's get down to the water over here. All right, so there's a possible new lifer for me. I believe it is a red-spotted sunfish and not a spotted sunfish, because I believe starting at the Choctaw River and westwards, the spotted sunfish were split into red-spotted sunfish because the spots in their body are red instead of black. This one looks kind of black, but it also couldn't be in nuptial colors. Not really sure. Gonna take a bunch of photos. Beautiful. You probably could have got a shadow bass out of there, but I kind of want to move on and look for Topminnow somewhere. All right, so we are just heading to the next spot here, and we are crossing this little creek, and look at that. Beautiful. I mean, if this were North Carolina, there'd be dusky shiners in there. So I'm assuming down here there should be some kind of Topminnow. Yeah, I can feel that cool storm air starting to blow in. Okay, I just spotted some shiners right at the bottom of this run here. Hopefully they aren't coastals. Hopefully they aren't all coastals. Oh, got one, got one, got one. Please don't be a coastal. Ooh, no, it's something else. Look at that, cool. I mean, maybe it is a coastal, but that's a lot of orange on the medial fins there. I think that's something else. I just don't know what. What's the mouth like on this? Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, that's something else. Woo, fell. Oh, yes, that's a Topminnow. Yes. Oh, it's so pretty too. Oh my gosh. All right, need to go grab the photo tank. We're just gonna make a little reservoir here and not put it on the end of the line because I did see a bass running around. There we go. Just like that. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, photo tank. All right, so there's our absolutely beautiful, I think, sailfin shiner. The only two that occur here, I think, are sailfin and flagfin in this specific location. Well, and blue nose, but this is obviously a blue nose. Yeah, the flagfin would have a dorsal fin with edge of orange on it, I believe, if it is in spawning colors. And this individual definitely looks like he's in spawning colors. So I would assume this is a sailfin shiner instead. Freaking gorgeous. What a delectable species right here. Absolutely gorgeous sailfin shiner. Man, this is awesome. I love this. Going to new places, finding new types of species that have crazy colors on them that I've never seen before. That's what it's all about right there, man.
That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
Absolutely amazing. All because I decided to look out the window of the car while driving to the next spot, saw this beautiful stream, and decided to fish it. All right, I keep seeing something that kind of looks like a mosquito fish, but it looks just a little too big to be a mosquito fish. Whatever this is, we're gonna try and catch it. Got him. Is it a black spotted Topminnow? Yeah, just a black spotted Topminnow. Ooh, he's colorful though. So yeah, we got about an hour and a half till the storm comes in, and we still haven't found flagfin shiners. Flagfins are supposed to be absolutely everywhere in the basin I'm in right now, which is part of the Choctaw, like part of the bay. They're supposed to be everywhere. So I could keep fishing here and try for one, or I could just try like one new spot, and that would probably shift up the habitat just enough to, you know, produce a flagfin. I don't know. I'll try here for about 40 more minutes or 30 minutes or so, and then move on. All right, next spot, let's get it. Here we are. I saw something down there with a broad stripe on it, so I'm assuming we have found our quarry of Pteranotropus. Just hopefully it's the right kind. Okay, come on, I see you down there. Got it, got it, got it. Ooh, almost fell. We got it though. What kind of thing is it?
Yeah, I think it's just another sailfin.
Oh well, maybe. There's a bunch of records of flagfins in this particular creek on fish base, so we're gonna keep trying, I guess, and hopefully one of them will be a flagfin. Honestly, I feel like if I encountered a flagfin shiner, I would know that I've encountered a flagfin shiner. Cool. All right, I'm gonna look at fish map here and see if there's coastal darters or Choctawachi darters that have been recorded in here, because those are two I really want, but I just cannot find. I mean, this habitat looks absolutely amazing, dude. If I have two good spots to come back at night too, shoot, I'll do that. I'll drive all the way here.
Not a flagfin shiner, but instead the yum-yum fish. Who knows exactly what species?
Possibly an intergrade. All right, we're having some lightning strike within like a mile and a half of us, so we gotta get out of here. Here's a good time. I might come back. 48 hours and no rain. It'll probably lower by the time we get back. Oh, now it's raining. Okay. Okay, so at the last place, I believe it was near Defunct Springs or something. Let's see. We got caught in a big storm and it started raining really bad, so we went down to the coast and we actually drove like 3 times as fast as the storm could catch us. So here we are, just checking this one spot before the storm comes in again. And we're gonna be hoping for banded top minnow at this place. All right, there's no way I could have recorded that, but I just saw a top minnow racing through there. Finally saw a little white dot. I was literally about to open my camera and say, hey, we're heading out, because that's a stream right there. And dude, is it a russet fin or a bayou or a banded? Ooh, I don't know. All right, trying to get to the campsite here. If I can't get in, I want to get out of this sand road as fast as possible before before it gets flooded and mucky, because I don't have 2-wheel drive. And it says 2203 is right password, but I can't get this 2 down to the 3. It's absolutely stuck. All right, managed to get the gate open, and now we're just chilling through the thunderstorm. We have an extraordinary amount of precautions on the weather app right now. There's like 8 of them, including 2 tornado advisories, and a flood advisory, so hopefully we can get out of here. Oh well. See what we can do. Now this is chilling. Fishing might not be very good at the moment, but it's still a comfy spot. Something jumping over there. We are in the marsh at night, right behind the campground. And this might be a new species, I'm not entirely sure. I have to get a close look at it to figure it out. If I can. Oh, he's gone. Oh, dude, that looks like a new one right there. Got it. Got it. Got it. What is that? Oh, yeah.
Alright, so there is what I believe is our marsh killifish. Fundulus something, don't remember the Latin name of it, but I have had a lot of supposed encounters with this species on the Atlantic slope, and I think they're all just mummichogs, just variations of mummichog. And the only real way I've found to 100% like identify these apart from mummichogs is look at the first branchiostegal arc and count the gill rakers on it. But I mean, look at the ocelus on that dorsal fin. So yeah, I'm pretty confident this is marsh killifish. Very cool.
Guess where I caught it out of? The marsh. Oh, he spit it out the last second. And now that is a bona fide Gulf killifish. Eat it. Eat it. There we go. Got him.
Yep, so there's our Gulf killifish, Fundulus grandis. Grandis because they get really big, a lot bigger than mummichogs. And you know what? This is definitely not a marsh killifish. I mean, you can see all those speckles on it. There's absolutely no way. And the dorsal fin is speckled too. It has a little black blotch, but it doesn't have any, white margin around it. All right, moved over to the other side of the peninsula here we got, and I found a little goby. And y'all know I freaking love tiny benthic fishes. Got the goby. Got the, no, it fell. I got it though. I got it. All right, so the freshwater gobies showtime is gonna have to wait because I just saw something a lot cooler than that. Look at that goby hiding in the sand right there. Oh, I need to catch that. This goby just does not want to eat. I believe that's emerald goby right there. Oh well, I guess move on, try and find some more sand. I don't see any sand, but we can try. So I just walked way down to the point back there, and then I was walking back here and was thinking like, oh well, there's just 2 or 3. I'll have to look for this habitat again, clean sand in a lake right against the ocean. Then I saw one chilling right there, and now it is in my hand. Ooh. Okay, let's make sure it doesn't hop out of my hand. Oh yeah, just spit the hook. Yes, dude, awesome. I didn't think I'd get 2 lifers out of the spot. I thought I'd get 0. And the other one I saw up close here, it had like bright fluorescent spots on its cheeks, which makes me think that this is an emerald goby. But, definitely gonna have to, I took a ton of photos, so we're gonna ID this one later. Calling it a night. I'll see y'all in the morning. All right, so we just left the beach spot, and I was heading out of here, and I noticed on the map there's like a depression in the landscape here that has water in the middle of it. And I just walked over there, saw some fish skirting around, so I'm hoping for banded topminnow because this is in the middle of nowhere. I don't think this water body really connects to anything else. So that means a little competition maybe and more banded topminnows. I don't know. All right, here we are in the little cypress swamp thing. Dome swamp, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully there's no gators in here. All right, this habitat may be a little too good for banded topminnows because I don't see any fish in here. I was just seeing water bugs earlier. That's what those were. But yeah, it is crazy up in here. I mean, definitely a different type of forest compared to 50 feet that way. You know, I was just thinking, what if that goby was a river goby? A Juanis banana. I would love to add the banana to the list. I can't tell which part's the shallow part, man. Not that side. Yeah. Nothing running away. That thing is crazy. So pretty too. It was just in the bog here. There you go, buddy. Don't see anything here, so going back. Yeah, it used to be banded topminnows here, but now they built a facility here and yep, big koi. Crazy. Got a charger. I don't know why the old one was shot, but the spot I wanted to fish today is right here, and apparently that is part of the Eglin Air Force Base, and I don't have a pass for that yet. So yeah, we're gonna hold off on that. So I spent some time at Walmart just kind of thinking around what I should do, and I think I'm gonna try this spot here where there has been diamond killifish recorded, and there's like a little pond. There's like 2 little ponds. I don't know, it might work. Here we are. I see a bunch of mosquito fish, but I think I also see sheep's head. I could be wrong. They could be diamond killifish. Not exactly what we wanted, but that is an absolutely beautiful sheep's head minnow. It's Cyprinodon variegatus. You can tell those colors are variegated. Got teal, yellow, all kinds of black margins. That thing is awesome, dude. Yo, just saw a goby chilling in a little patch of sand right there. Put a bait in his face. I believe that is a clown goby. So cool. That was easy. I thought he's a lot harder to catch. That's the habitat. Fortunately, he's not hooked inside the mouth. He's hooked on the bottom of the jaw, so it does not count. But I'm sure I can find another one. Holy cow, dude. That thing is pretty. All right, so I was looking at the mosquito fish, and I just caught something that I missed on camera that isn't a mosquito fish, but had like a, almost looked like a marsh killifish, but with a blue dorsal fin. Okay, so there's a diamond killifish for the camera. Obviously not a mummichog. It's a lot more, blunter and taller in the back than that, and not a mosquito fish, because obviously just not a mosquito fish. Super colorful. Was not expecting this one at all. That's why I didn't film the first catch. I lost the first 2 because I just thought that they were like little mosquito fish with blue dorsal fins. So that's kind of odd. Maybe they're just like maybe little Gulf killifish and they get blue on the dorsal fins, but nope. Turns out it's a diamond killifish. Boy, I tell you what, this place does not look like the salt marsh I was envisioning, but it sure has all the species I was hoping for, and then some.
Nope.
Ah, something else got it. Here we go, we found another. Oh, what? He hated that. We finally got that one. Hooked inside the mouth. It just spit the hook and got away though. A second one that was hooked inside the mouth. Now we just need a big one like the first couple that were hooked outside of the mouth, but this time inside. Turns out there's also rainwater killifish in here. Lucania parva. Thank goodness I have polarized glasses because I wouldn't be seeing half of these down there. But there's actually a lot of rainwaters, especially in this this green vegetation stuff on the bank. Nothing like the sound of a nuke being dropped to remind you that you're near an Air Force base. Jeez, that was loud. Trying the surf, nothing really happening here. But the view is just absolutely amazing. I don't think I've ever seen that red in the sky before. That's beautiful. On to night fishing. All right, back at the pond at night. I really want a big, colorful clown goby. So that's what we're gonna be looking for right here, right now. So we got one that was finally hooked in the mouth. It fell off. I had to rehook it to get some good photos because that's just how I like taking my photos. Ooh, it's just barely hanging on though. The modeling on the body isn't as strong as some of the others, but everything else is just as brilliant, you know. Very crazy. That is the biggest tonguefish I have ever freaking seen. It's starting to run off, so I'm gonna have to use a tiny Tanaga hook and hopefully hope that it works. Got it. Oh my gosh, dude, that's a massive tonguefish. That thing is crazy. And yeah, it's a black cheek tonguefish because it has that black splotch at the cheek. And the other species of tonguefish, they don't have those tessellations on the fins without like prominent markings near the tail of the caudal area. So yeah, that's a black cheek tonguefish. I already have that species. We got it in North Carolina on the Outer Banks, but this one is just absolutely gargantuan. Holy cow. His blind side also has some markings on it. That's pretty cool. Alright, so there's our lifer longnose killifish. So it's basically what the striped killifish is to the Atlantic slope coastal area. This is to the Gulf slope coastal area, or the Gulf Coast. And obviously they call it longnose because honestly, the snout on this species does seem longer than the snout on the striped killifish. I don't know if I'm just noticing that now because of the name or it's actually there. So now we are on Fort Walton Beach in Florida, still in Florida. That's Destin way over there. We went through Destin, and this is basically on the western side of Destin. But we're gonna try and find as much of it as we can, especially on the ramp here. Next to the boat ramp so far, we got some oysters on the edges here, and some frillfin gobies, several of those. I've seen 2 skillet fish so far. I don't know where they went. They kind of blended pretty well. And I just saw a larger goby right there in the sand. We're gonna try and catch that one. I think it might be a freshwater. Got him. All right, so there is what is either a seaboard goby or a code goby. Very distinct from a naked goby because I can barely even see any of the bars on this one. But the bars should all be broken on the midline, along the midline here. Apart from naked goby, also you can count the rays in the second dorsal fin. I think naked is 12, and seaboard and code are like 11 or something, or 13. Yeah, different from 12. But yeah, dude, that species is so awesome. I thought I might have encountered this in the Outer Banks, let's see, earlier or later last year, but I just wasn't sure. And I couldn't call exactly what it was because I wasn't, 100% sure whether it was an actual seaboard or code, especially since earlier that night I saw one that definitely was, and the one I caught later just looked different. It looked more like naked goby, but this one is definitely not. Look at that dorsal fin too. It's got like a hint of green in there too. That is so cool. Uh-oh. Okay, there's a huge goby over there. I want to catch it before it gets too deep. It's getting away. Oh, it's running fast, dude. It's scared. It is scared. Oh, it blasted off. Okay, it's on that side now. Well, today obviously was not going to be the day that bigger goby is going to be caught. Oh, almost had him. I'm going to put away the camera for a second because this is tricky. Whatever the goby is, I just caught it. Dude, it's very slender. Look at that. That's weird. It's almost like the one I caught the other night. Oh no, that's a darter goby. That is a mid-sized darter goby. Tinogobius bolosoma, I think. Bolosoma means, I think, polished body. Yeah, that's what it means, polished body. Because it is kind of smooth. Yeah, those fins are just starting to get some good color on them. Yeah, come on. Yeah, a little bit of pink in there. Cool, dude, very cool. Freaking code or a seaboard over there, bro. I can't believe that. All my microfishing hopes and dreams are coming true tonight. I wish I could catch a seahorse of some kind. Come on, give me a seahorse. Or some like really rare goby. Please. What are you running? Got him. Very, very, very cool. I didn't realize these species could be so abundant, especially in shallow water. This is awesome, dude. I'm having a great time. I'm learning a lot of stuff. A third seaboard or code goby thing. I'll leave that one alone. We'll try and catch this here instead. Got him. Got him. Yeah, there's our frillfin goby, looking very, very pretty. It really darkened up a lot. Going around the point here, it's just shallow sand as far as I can see. And it's only a little after low tide right now, so this is always submerged. Dude, I bet if you came here every day for an entire week, you would have a good chance of seeing a stargazer. All right, well, this spot was fun while it lasted, but now as you can see, the wind picked up and everything is kind of choppy on the surface, making it hard to see the bottom, almost like really difficult. I think I found all the species, and I went around the corner over there, and I heard some rustling in the brush, and then like a giant fire started, and so I think there's a homeless person over there, and now he's aware that I'm here, and he's trying to spook me off by starting a fire. So, yeah, we are gonna go to the next spot now. All right, the next spot we went to is dawn till 10 p.m. so we cannot fish here, and try to see if the other spots are still open. Second spot closes at 11 p.m. but we're in the water, so it's kind of like public right away. Let's see, I think I see a goby down there. Turquoise on the anal fin. Be it a darter goby. All right, so I think I'm noticing a pattern here, and that's that the spots we have been checking out have been yielding very saline loving species, like darter goby and code/seaboard goby. So that may be precluding us from finding some of the lower saline species that we were looking for, like maybe Florida blenny or stretch jaw blenny. It does seem like, I don't know about the stretch jaw blenny, but it seems like those two usually inhabit like murkier waters. This is like crystal clear, almost ocean water here in the ICW near the inlet. Once again, another comfy Walmart sleep. I got 5 hours this time. So that's good enough. It's gonna be another good day, y'all. I can feel it. So long as we can get this permit for the Eglin Air Force Base. But to do that, I need to watch a video and wait 324 seconds for it to play.
Currently, approximately 250,000 acres of the Eglin Reservation are open to the public for outdoor recreation. The Outdoor Recreation Hunting and Freshwater Fishing Map provides an estimate of the level of potential unexploded ordnance contamination on the Eglin Reservation.
That semi-truck just scraped the heck out of that tree and bent that sign a bit. Oh, dude, I gotta figure out what I want to do with my day. Alright, well, the fishing on that pier was absolutely poop. I didn't see anyone catch a single fish. There's one guy that got a bite, but he put his rod down, turned away to like go grab a soda or something, and right when he turned away, a fish hit his rod started bouncing all over the place, and then as soon as he turned back around, the rod stopped bouncing, and he never saw anything, and that was the only bite I saw all day. The water's crystal clear, you can see way down in there. Saw some silver sides as well, but yep, nothing really going on. So yeah, let's go over to Niceville.
Nice.
smells like napalm, my favorite. It is a little hazy and smelly out here. Well, that was a cool visit. They definitely had the kind of habitat I would expect for the species that occurs there. Lots of stuff right here. That's for sure. A little different habitat, a little bit more sandy. And there's still sailfins. Darn. They don't keep it in their mouth for very long. There's one big one down there. I want the big one. Got the big one. Got the big one. What is this? Oh, yes! Dixie chub! Heck yeah! Oh, I was not expecting to catch this new species here. That is a Dixie chub though.
So there's our Dixieland delight right there. Somatolus something, not sure, but this is my third species of Somatolus if you combine it with the creek chub and the sandhills chub. So this should be the genus completed for me. Ah, such a cool one.
The rest was just a bunch of sailfin shiners. So now we're gonna break out the headlamp and try for some darters here. The sun just set, so we got 2 hours to night fish this spot before we have to leave the Air Force Base. Hey, you know who it is. Old butt throat. On back where I caught him.
All right, this darter has some interesting patterns on it. So hopefully it's something different. It's not noticing the bait as easily as those black bandeds were, so that's good, I guess. Oh, yeeted it right out of its darn mouth.
Dude, missed. Oh, that's definitely something new. If I could only catch it.
Bro.
I finally caught the darter. I hooked him. He flew over here, got caught on this rod, and then he flew off and he landed in the shrubs right here somewhere. I heard him. I heard him. He's in there somewhere. So,
hello there.
there he is. There he is. He just fell down. Yes, that is our brown darter. Oh, heck yeah, dude. I mean, he's straight up like trebucheted off of this and just like, phew, just did a little blop in there. I thought he was down here. I guess he was stuck up in here.
So yeah, that is our brown darter. Apparently they occur like in the, pretty much all over the, what is it? The Northeast Gulf coast and the coastal plain there. So not a species with a small distribution, but still a very colorful species. And I am happy to add it to the life list.
All right, now this is really cool. I was looking in that pool right there for darters, and I found something way more cool than that. There it is. There, now it's focused. That is some kind of lamprey. I don't know. I have no idea what kind of lamprey. But dude, you can tell it's not an eel because it has those gill slots on the side of the head that are a bunch of just little holes instead of the normal kind of gills. Yeah, that is a lamprey, dude. Prehistoric fish. Wriggling its way out of my hands. You might be thinking to yourself, oh no, put that down, it's gonna bite you, it's gonna hurt. Well, most species of lampreys are non-parasitic, which means that they just hang out pretty much buried in the mud eating detritus. This one is kind of sucking onto me. Oh, he was. Okay, this might be a parasitic one because he kind of made the center of my hand red there a bit. Very, very, very cool fish. Wow. Absolutely wow.
All right, another darter right here. It's kind of deep.
Oh, dude, how are these brown darters doing that?
All right, we got another brown darter. This one I hooked in the mouth, got it all the way up to my hand, but just before it got on my hand, it fell off the hook and, you know, hit the ground. I don't know why it's so freaking hard to hook these things. Very beautiful.
We got about 10-15 minutes before the Air Force Base closes to the normal public. So we're gonna get out of the spot, head to the next spot. The red horse is still here. And if nothing's there, then I guess we'll just call it a night. All right, so good morning, everybody. It is Monday morning, and we have to be back in town Friday morning. So we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday left to fish. And we're getting a big rainstorm Tuesday night, like huge. What should we do until then? I think today, we got one evening without rain, so I think we're gonna try that either here in the swamps or on the coast. I don't know yet, I don't know. And then when it is raining, we're gonna try for Topminnows. Anyways, I did bring 2 Tanago packs down here. This Tenkara rod burned through a lot of Tanago hooks, and the other Tenkara or Tanago pack I lost somehow. It got all soggy. I tried to dry it out, and I don't know where the heck it went. It's absolutely gone. So I think we all have to give a giant thank you to Leo Sheng from Extreme Philly Fishing for giving me this envelope that should have Tanago hooks in it. He sent this a little over a year ago. I've just been kind of hanging on. I had a video idea for it, but that video idea never manifested into something I actually did. And yeah. Oh, it's a letter. Look at that. Ooh, yeah, boy. Thank you, Leo. Thank you. Oh, he sent some stickers too. Cool. Heck yeah, dude. That's cool. That's a little ways down, huh? Oh, he's looking at it. He's looking at it. Got him. Got him. Dude, these darn sail fins, man. Oh yeah, I see a darter down there. Does not look like a black band. Looks like something else. Oh, there's another one right there. Oh, it's really pretty. Holy cow. Got him. Oh, no. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Some kind of darter. This is the West Falls darter. I was going for the other one down there. Another darter right here. Don't know what kind. Maybe a coastal or a Choctaw. Kind of does look like a brown, but I don't know. It has no desire whatsoever in eating though. It's extremely stubborn. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh. Son. Alright, so I'm using these extra tiny Tanago hooks now, and we just caught ourselves a brown darter there. Hold up, future hunter here. So this darter is actually my lifer coastal darter. You can see its mouth is more towards the bottom and it's kind of subterminal instead of like a brown darter that has more terminal mouth. I just thought that this was a brown because I saw the red spots on it, didn't see any color whatsoever, and just thought it's a brown. So yeah, that's actually my lifer coastal darter. And I was going after another darter right there, the bigger, I think it's a big brown, and I saw a Pteranotropus racing by that had red bands of color on its fins. And so I didn't break out the camera, I just caught it before it got away, and that is our flag fin shiner. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fish. Hopefully we can catch another one to like show it in video format. That one just got away. But yeah, we've been trying for that one for a while. Got him. Got him. What kind of top minnow is it? Whew. Ouch. Yeah, black spotted top minnow. All right, bunch of shiners down there. Something. That's something. What it? Flagfin shiner, yes. The second one we've got today. Oh, I see another coastal darter down there. There's actually a bunch in here. Got him. Got him. Yes, that is an absolutely gorgeous coastal darter. Oh my gosh, not gonna open my hand and get till I get to the bank. Come on, yes. Bro, oh, he fell out. Yes, that's why we do that. That's why we do that. Bro, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Dude. Dude. Hey. Oh, a lamprey. Look at that, lamprey too, cool. Now that is the coastal darter specimen we have been looking for. I saw about 2 big males like this down there, and I think this one was just big enough and just studly enough to try and go after the bait. All the others seemed like they had no interest whatsoever. I mean, you can see how tiny their mouth is. Actually, it looks really tiny from the side, but this could probably take a Tanago hook. I just have it on the Tanago right now just for good photo presentation, like it's doing an excellent job of right now. And that fish is absolutely gorgeous. Apparently this species likes more hard substrates in their range, which this channel is very shallow and very narrow. It almost looks like it's recent, like the stream just got diverted and now it's cutting a new stream bed. And a lot of the substrate here is like hard clay. So not exactly rock, but I think it serves the same pretty much function as rock, and that it's hard and it blocks the current and makes little eddies on the bottom of the sand here.
Who would have thought? Such a pretty fish in an area with such tannic water. Absolutely gorgeous. Wow.
All right, so I just took a shower in the creek. It's been like 6 days since I've been able to wash my hair. Got a fresh pair of clothes on, and I feel ready to conquer whatever the day throws at us next. I believe I kind of want to go to Pensacola and use the last day of the saltwater fishing license to try for more saltwater estuarine species. This is the next spot here, right in the middle of the city of Pensacola. It is an absolute gem of a stream, but for some reason, there's no public access along it. Well, there's sailfin in here. I ain't seeing much else though. Head out before people start coming home for the night. And to the salt. New spot here. I don't know where this is, somewhere in Pensacola still. I was looking over here, and there's a toadfish. Yeah, I didn't bring my rod down with me because it said no fishing, but I mean, that's like with hook and line, you know, lines everywhere. I'm not gonna be doing that. There's nobody here anyways. And it got away and there's nowhere to be seen. At least it wasn't a leopard toadfish. I think it was just a Gulf toadfish. Looked around everywhere else, no more toadfish, nothing new. It's actually just a ton of frillfin gobies. That was like the last saltwater place. Next boat ramp, very shallow, sandy, with pretty much no oysters.
All we got here is a long-nosed killifish. Still cool, big male, but going back.
That is such a cool, freaky fish. Either a violet goby or a high-fin goby. Man, if only we can catch it. It is not interesting in anything. Man, that was cool. I'm still reeling at the thought of that thing getting away. It was such a freaking cool fish though. I mean, look at that. I'm fairly darn certain now it is indeed a high-fin goby because its eyes are kind of big, bigger than a violet goby, and it has some bars on its side, or saddles, which I don't think the violet has at all. All right, 11 p.m. That is the end of saltwater for this trip. Until next time, Pensacola. Sweet, dude. He's leveling the road for us, making it easy to get out of here.
Go next, man.
First spot is this pretty busy little bridge crossing here, and we just got a black spot of Topminnow. Now we're looking for. All right, so here we are at some ponds on the side of the riverbank. As you can tell, the river is flooded right now because all the road down there is underwater. However, there are bayou topminnows in here and western starhead topminnows. I was seeing some stuff jumping. We're gonna try and catch them. They're a little spooky. Chivatalito mosquito fish. Here we're under the bridge. I see some minnows here with white spots in their heads. Some kind of top minnows. Let's see what they are. Got them. Please don't be black spotted. It's just black spotted again. Son. It's a minnow down there though. Got one. Oh, never mind. This one is big. This one is a big shiny. This is a giant weed shiner. Gosh dang it.
Got a good looking sailfin shiner here, so that's one positive, I guess.
All right, new spot here. It's pretty steep on the way down here, but it's like gravelly, so hopefully I can get out. We are in part of the Mobile Basin now. The Little River, I believe, in Alabama. And I see some shinies in here, so we're gonna try and catch one of these shinies. There's some stuff right down here though. Got one, got one. Let's see what's in this basin, what the predominant shiner is. Oh, a weed shiner, okay.
Had to catch another one. Yep, fairly darn certain these are rough shiners. You can see that fluorescence around the top of the head there when you see it dorsally. Yeah, dude, pretty darn certain that's a rough shiner. Cool, Atropus belly. Oh, I just felt a sprinkle.
Okay, we gotta get out of here because these roads are kind of bad. We got it, no problem. Turkeys, they're gone. All right, little quiet sand road here, and the little river is up here, much larger stream. I tell you what, I just love these sand gravel roads that have nobody on them. I mean, there's just so much possibility and so much access to each stream crossing. Nothing at all. New stream. I was kind of doubtful anything would be living in here based off of what the water looks like, but there's definitely some fish. Oh, just missed a huge top minnow. So I was kind of skeptical that this little canal here could have too much in there, but there's a bunch of fish right down there out of view, right in the middle. And I believe they are, I'll show you all here, some kind of Lithuris. Oh, heck yeah, dude, that's definitely a Lithuris. There's also a big top minnow down there. It's probably black spotted, but I kind of want to find out. He's been pretty spooky. Everything in this freaking stream is being spooky. So there's our black tip shiner, Lithuris something. This species is endemic, I guess you could say, to the Choctaw region. So like the Florida Panhandle and up into southeast Alabama makes a big bowl of this basin. And we are at the top of the bowl right now. Absolutely beautiful fish. It was kind of interesting. They were hanging out like along the bottom in the middle of this trough thing, which when I think Lithuris, I think rosefin shiner or scarlet shiner sitting at the top of the water going crazy, all sorts of crazy colors and everything, making themselves well known. These are being extremely discreet. And the group they were in, I think, was just like kind of meandering up and down the pool. Like I didn't see them again. They're completely gone. Very cool though. That's the second life for the day. I'm happy. There's a nice, almost dome swamp looking lake back in there. But I mean, we're so high in elevation, I doubt there's bayou top minnows in there. Hey, all right, the spot in Montgomery, I saw this little stream coming at this park. I thought, hey, it's a tiny headwater stream. The water should be at least somewhat low enough to fish. But problem is, the main river is right there. I don't know which river name it is. And the river is backed up the stream way back there. So I'm not gonna mess with that this trip. I can't mess with it. Probably without going under the highway. So yeah, fine. And if you think the river is high right now, you should see what the weather forecast is. Definitely got a good bit of rain last night. Chocolate milk, high, completely run. Okay, so I just burned through a whole pack of worms without them melting or freezing, just entirely by microfishing. We burned through all those worms. To the Talladega National Forest. I tell y'all what, wacky stuff you see on Alabama country back roads. I just drove past a road that was like a little trailer park, and there was literally 24 people spread out all across and just walking up and down the road. It was only like a 1/10 of a mile long, but was there like a community exercise day or something going on? That was weird. It's like a normal trailer park. It wasn't like any community center or anything. Yeah, that stream is looking kind of nasty down there. Flooded, muddy. Yeah, we're gonna go Tuscaloosa here. In the city of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, looking for, I think, northern or southern starhead top minnows. And I saw some, but they require $10 to fish here and they had a sign of a big bass next to it. It's like, gosh dang it, I just want to catch one top minnow. Do I have to pay $10 to fish? $10! So yeah, we might try and look for other places, and if not, fish here, because they're definitely here. I just saw some back at the other side of the bridge. So all right, I think there's top minnows here. I'll be really sneaky. Oh, this place, this is beautiful. Oh, I see one. Oh, I see a bunch. You have to be really slow about this though. What? He ate that. Got a bigger piece of worm on. Hopefully this will work. Let's give it a shot, huh? You ate it, come on. On the dock, yes. All right, some kind of top minnow. Ooh, dude, it's so pretty. Holy cow, look at that thing. Starhead top minnow. Not sure if it's a southern, western, or northern starhead, but oh my gosh, this specimen is an absolute stud. I didn't expect the species to have so much red on it. And a little bit of turquoise on the sides, dude. Beautiful. See how they call it a starhead? Got a big white spot on the top of its head and at the anterior origin of the dorsal fin right there. But that one is just absolutely beautiful. Man. Very cool. Very cool. I'm happy about that. Look what we have here. Just noticed him. There's a big bowfin right there. I definitely need a photo upgrade on my bowfin. Now, I didn't know they did this, but that female bowfin is guarding a whole school of fry. You can see it right next to her. That is cool. Kind of just like snakeheads. And you know what? I was kind of curious. I was like, so what's the difference between Western Starhead Topminnow, Southern, and Northern? Like, and so I looked it up. I found an article talking about them, and they said, oh, well, Southern Starhead Topminnow is also called the Bayou Topminnow, and we are seine netting Bayou Topminnows in Montgomery, Alabama, where I was this morning. And so now I have a decision to make. Should I go the 90 miles back to Montgomery and add theoretically like 150 miles on this trip just for Bayou Topminnow? All right, let's go do that. My car's a mess, just ignore it. But we are gonna go after Bayou Topminnow here in Montgomery, around Montgomery. But I was looking at the Fishes of Florida book, notice that Western Starred minnow, they have a little bit of range that pops up in here. And then on Fish Map, I saw some points around this park, so it's like bird and wildlife area. So I'm gonna go check that out. And then after there, we're gonna go to Montgomery, and that's gonna make the 97 more like 105 miles now, much more justifiable. Like I said, what else am I gonna go after today? Everything's flooded. All right, this is the Alabama Aquatic Conservation Center. I have to go stop in the building and see what's up, see what they're doing here. I don't know if they're like raising game fish for pond stocking or what. It's kind of interesting. But the spot should be just down at the end of this road here, which is a park. Still extremely flooded, as you can tell. But I'll show you all the fish I just caught down here. Yes, okay, so that didn't take long at all. I saw 3 top minnows down there. They didn't have white spots on their heads. They kind of looked like big mosquito fish, really, but we got one, dude. Okay, so there's our Western Starhead Topminnow. I think Fundulus by Laura. Man, dude, all we need now is, what, the Southern Starhead, aka Bayou Topminnow. And we'll have the compass completed. Okay, I see a bigger one over here. Got him. Got him. Yes. Oh, he fell. He fell. He's down there. Okay. Slightly bigger. Ooh. Big starhead. I think we need to climb that. I think we need to climb that. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. How do I open though? Let me in. Let me in. Chase it, chase it, chase it. Got it. Thanks, another starhead topminnow. Yes, sir. Yes, it is. Ah. See if we can attract the attention of this one. It's a little far out. Bounces, splitch on top of the water. Hopefully it notices. No, it's just a stick. Never mind. That's not top minnow. There's a bunch of spotted gar hopping throughout here. If only I had more time for them. I didn't expect to see that one. But I really want the Bayou top minnow instead. I feel like spotted gar will be easy to come by eventually. Bro, we finally got a Bayou top minnow here in Montgomery. Can it focus? Can it focus? Yeah, it can focus. Right as the sun is going, or is it a russet fin? No, no, no. No, no, we're way too far north for russet fins. I was gonna check, so my phone storage went out there, so we had to move to a new spot here, further upstream, kind of like near the downtown of whatever city this is. And we definitely got one, and that is a beautiful male. And you can tell this is none of the others because the stripes go all the way up to the base of the pectoral fins. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Bayou top minnow. Nowhere near the bayous up near Montgomery, but we got one, dude. Extreme northwest edge of its range. It's got a pretty white spot on top of its head. Not quite like the northern. Oh, it also doesn't have the white spots on the top of the snoot either. None of those are there. Yeah, it doesn't have the white spot in front of the origin of the dorsal fin either. Very neat. And there is only, I looked around, there is only one in this little slough here. And that was the only top minnow in this whole freaking slough. And we got it. Thank goodness we didn't miss the hook set or botch the hook set or something like that. Back it goes. All right, he doesn't know where he's going, but he's going somewhere. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention too, we caught pretty much all the top minnows around that area. So we got the northern starhead top minnow, the western starhead top minnow, the southern starhead top minnow, aka the bayou top minnow. And we've also caught the eastern starhead top minnow, if you want to call it that. The russet fin top minnow. So yeah, we have completed the top minnow compass, and hopefully it'll lead us to go snap some darters. Yeah. Oh, everything just ran. Uh-oh. But it is the next day now, and the river has gone down, dude, probably like 1.5 feet, 2 feet overnight. So I'm really hopeful for our species endeavors today. Oh, got one. Got one. What are they?
Yeah, so there's our shiny boy right there. Everything seems to check out for silver shiner, but then again, we don't really have emerald shiner in Virginia. So this could be an emerald. Yep, another one of these shiny boys. This one is very photogenic. Posing really well, not squirming too much. It's awesome. So we just found a southern studfish here, Fundulus stylifer. I thought it might be a black spotted. Chased it all the way up from that tree there to here. Eventually, like, it didn't want to fight the current, just stopped, and I was able to get a bait in front of it. But yeah, not very pretty at all, but yeah, not a black stripe. Not a stippled stud, because we aren't in the Tallapoosa, we're in the Coosa. So yeah, southern studfish. All right, here, and I forget the name of this town. Could not find any rainbow shiners in that stream. Does seem a little high right now too. So we might go to Tennessee now and try for Tennessee dace. And if we do, that'll probably be the very last species of the trip.
Starting route
Let's
to
do it,
Cherokee National Forest.
All right, here we are on a road that is not on the maps whatsoever in southeast Tennessee, and we're going after Tennessee dace. The fun thing about Tennessee dace is that they will live in ephemeral streams, essentially. Streams that during the heat of the summer have no flow in them, and they just hang out in the pools. They're really headwater loving species. Now this is much more of a Tennessee dace looking pool here. Oh, there's definitely fish in there. Those creek chubs. Okay, if there's creek chubs, there's Tennessee dace. Come on. I see one fish fall on it. Hooked it, hooked it, hooked it. What is it? What is it? Black nose dace. Gosh dang it. Just a black nose. So we got ourselves a Tennessee dace. I had to break away the head camera because I had to put on the headlight. It was getting kind of dark here. All my trips, dude, it's like I'm getting to my last spot just as it's getting dark, just too late. Tennescensis? Yeah. Really, really, really loves tiny headwater streams that pretty much go dry in the summer. Kind of like brook trout. It's a habitat preference. And I see one that's really pretty over there. Has, oh, not really pretty, just has a little bit of color on it. All right, that is the best one in the pool here. We got him. They get a lot more colorful than this. But hey, for this time of year, late winter, I'll take it. Another beautiful Tennessee dace specimen. This one not quite as big as they usually get. You should get big females maybe like 1.5 times this weight. But yeah, still pretty. Now, I tell you what, on the drive here, I watched a YouTube video about the wood crawlers. Very, very spooky video. But so I mean, I've spent a lot of nights in the bush, but I'm getting a little creeped out right now after seeing that stuff, or listening to that stuff. Nice little waterfall here though, pool. Too ripply to see anything inside of there. But yeah, we have made it back into the mountains, haven't we? Nice. Definitely got to get out of here before a wood crawler gets me. Oh, it's a note. All right, so it is. There is no way that's what time it is. Oh, gosh. We drove across the time zone, so instead of being like 8 o'clock right now, it's more like 9 p.m., which means that if it takes me 5.5 hours to get home, I won't be getting home until like 2:30 in the morning. But I have a meeting tomorrow at 2 p.m., and I need to take a shower. I need to do all these things before it. So yeah, I think we're gonna drive 2 hours north, stop around Knoxville-ish. So, you know, this is the part where I'm very conflicted because so far we've caught 21 species of fish, and 21 is my absolute favorite number ever. I just love that meme.
What's 9 plus 10?
21.
So I kind of want to hold off on making it 22, just keep it at 21, but is the meme that important? I don't know. We're gonna try and catch one here. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Make it 22, unfortunately. All right, so we're gonna try and look for a big studly striped-tailed darter before we catch one. but I see something here that kind of looks like maybe a black darter, some kind of ulocentra. There's actually a lot of ulocentra here. If only the water is down the upper Mobile, this is what it'd look like. I knew we'd find an easier one than those. Ooh, maybe not. Oh, he's so pretty though. That one is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I tried to eat the split shot and then took off, dude. Look how big that piece of bait is too. Oh my gosh. No worries though, there's another big male here. Likely, or a female, we'll see. Just got it. Come on, big money, big money, big money. Yes! Striped tail darter. You can see that dorsal fin, the black edge on it, dude. The striped tail just spit the hook and got away, but I'll show y'all some of the photos. They're absolutely beautiful fish. So yeah, striped tail darters are actually really interesting distribution-wise. Their range map looks like a big donut around Tennessee, and basically they occupy, I guess, the highland rim, but not the middle of the highland rim. I guess the bowl in the middle, just the edges. I don't know what about that habitat makes it special for them, but that's just where they live and what they like. In the Tennessee basin, I believe also the Cumberland basin too. There is also another really colorful ulocentra right at my feet here, so we're gonna try and catch that one next. I just got one of the pretty darters down there. Found a caddisfly, one of the biggest, gooeyest caddisflies I've ever found. Sucked on that goo on the hook, and the darter ate it. Loved it way more than worm. Well, if that ain't one of the prettiest snub-nosed darters I have ever seen in my life. It has a notch in the caudal base bar, which I think means snub-nosed and not black darter. But yeah, absolutely beautiful specimen. I mean, absolutely freaking gorgeous. They must be they must be spawning right now to the max. Look at that color. Whoa. All right, now this giant striped tail darter, if I catch this one, I feel like I'll be good for the night. He is big. Oh, he did a thing where I went for the sinker again. The split shot. What the heck? All right, very, very, very last fish of the trip. If it'll bite. Trying to save phone memory, but oh my gosh. Look how big and pretty that snub-nosed darter is, dude. What an absolute unit of a Tennessee snub-nosed darter that specimen is. I've never seen one that big before. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen one that big before, even with all the electrofishing I've done. Had the check engine light on the whole trip. Same with the whole Florida trip too. It's been on for like the past 2 years or so, the check engine light.
YouTube creators who get suppressed and buried by the algorithm.
All right, so here we are back in Southwest Virginia on a stream that has one of the 3 Thoburnia species in it. The most difficult Thoburnia to catch, rusty side sucker. But that is not going to happen today. If you want to see a day where it did happen, I'll link a video somewhere in one of these corners. And yeah, that's because the Florida or Choctaw trip ended a couple days ago when I got back, and it was a blizzard. So that was very pleasant. But yeah, we got 22 new species, 6 from the salt, 16 from freshwater. My favorite one is probably the coastal darter, Ethiosma colorosum, because it was really embracing that colorosum part, and it's kind of like small ranged endemic species, which is awesome. Like kind of a Choctaw watchy that can be endemic. But the clown gobies and threadfin shad are good runners up. Those are interesting too. And yeah, the next trip's coming out from here. I have a month and a half to do whatever fishing trips I want to do, as long as the car stays working. I'm thinking maybe Central Ohio, and for one trip, and that could probably be like a 3-4 day trip. I know it doesn't have to be a whole week, so it's probably more feasible. But it's really cold up there right now. It's the end of March right now. I'm also thinking the coastal plain of Tennessee, because a lot of the Gulf stuff I was going after in Alabama kind of loops up in that direction right there. And there's also the Duck River there, the upper Tomagee, the upper Warrior system. I still need the Warrior Shiner and the Warrior Darter and the Warrior Bass. Oh man, I still need a bunch of stuff in that region. So I'll catch y'all on the next adventure.